The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon. We're going to get started in just a couple moments here, or good morning, depending on where you're sitting. All right. Good day, everybody. My name is Randy Bragdon, and I am the marketing director for Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage in the Southwest region. Before I move past the scene slide, excuse me, would somebody mind sending me a chat and make sure that you can hear this audio? All right, that is a yes. So we're going to start the Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Marketing Platform WebEx today. And I want to first start by talking about, if you haven't taken a notice, but our brand new Coldwell Banker Global Luxury website, .com. It features a lot of great things that we're going to walk through, including high resolution showcasing, a really powerful back end for networking and property marketing systems. It also provides an in-language experience for overseas clients or people who are speaking other languages. It's also going to allow you to really focus on local and also international marketing, co-working, and developing those referrals in other markets and from other markets. So getting started again. So this is the homepage of the ColdwellBankerLuxury.com website. It is brand new as of last April when we launched, and you'll notice some themes throughout the whole site that we're featuring very large and beautiful properties, the best of the best throughout our luxury network. And also on the site, it features an in-site translation of currency as well as 6 different languages. So that's Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, and French. And the currency translation there's over 40 different ones. So how you access those are up in that top right-hand corner of the site. And so you notice I'm going to put that yellow box around that little globe. that's going to be the place for you to do those translation and currency translations there. Also new to our luxury site is our lifestyles marketing section. And so what this does is it's going to take you through several different lifestyle attributes of particular properties. This first one is going to be wine country life. And if you were to click on that browse properties button, you're going to see properties that really do fit that wine country life. And how those properties are selected and really curated are based on keywords. So in this instance, words used in your listing copy, such as vineyard, winery, wine country, and there's going to be a full list that I'm going to show you and show you where to download it a little further in this presentation. Coastal life. So some of those keywords would be yacht club, beachfront, island, waterfront, again, boathouse, dock, waterfront, ski resort. Of course, a keyword would be ski resort, walk to ski, area skiing, area snowmobiling. And again, just to reiterate, if you click on browse properties, that's going to take you to homes throughout the entire Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Network in price order from all different regions, again, that are featuring those particular types of lifestyles. We also have the resort feature. And so some of those keywords, again, would be as basic as using the word resort, cottage resort, beach resort in your listing detail copy. Mountain, not a whole lot of keywords here. Simply just using the word mountain in there will trigger that in that property section. Equestrian life, we're going to see things that we need to have in that copy, like stables, area horse riding stables, barn stable. And again, we're going to get into that full listing copy in just a second here. And of course, golf course life, you're going to see words that we need to have in there, like fairway frontage, backs to golf course, etc. So here is actually all of the keywords in their entirety for each of those lifestyle sections. And I'm going to show you where to access that in just a second here as well. So in order to get that full list, you're going to need to access Coldwell Banker Exchange. So cbexchange.com for many users. And if you're an NRT agent looking for that access, you're simply going to access it by going into the NRT gateway and then clicking on that CB Exchange tile and doing a search for simply Coldwell Banker Luxury Website FAQ. And it will take you to a whole page that's going to explain lots of different components about the website, including those keywords at the bottom. So another new feature with the Global Luxury website is the development section. On here, so if you're working with particular clients or developers, we now have a way to really showcase those homes right from the home page in its own separate search engine. And you're going to notice that you're going to see a lot of the same attributes as our listings, as you will on the development property. So full widescreen images, high resolution. You're going to go through here. You're going to see a few different tabs within each project. So a description about the property, the price, address, if there's a logo there, and a full image gallery. And you can click on any of those images to expand them. You also have the opportunity here to upload videos directly into the platform. And if you're using something like Matterport or Matterport's walkthrough, virtual tour, virtual realities, you can also add those tours in here as well. And they do play within the system, which is really nice and is a great enhancement for any of your developments or listings. You also have the opportunity to upload floor plans. You can download those, send those as a PDF. So it's a nice takeaway from the system. And also there are marketing brochures that are auto-generated by the system for each development and each listing. And then you do have the opportunity to upload custom brochures, which we'll talk about as we get into the actual listing detail section. If you've got some copy about your team and you want to add that in there too, or if you have the opportunity to add even a bio page through another attachment section, that is a quick overview of developments. And if you have questions about that, we're going to open that up for FAQs at the very end. But really the heart and soul of Global Luxury, the consumer-facing website, is of course our collection of luxury properties from around the world, also accessible by clicking homes. And when you go into particular regions, which you can search by address, city, state, zip, country, of course, it's going to take you right into some of those. So I'm going to start with a beautiful listing that we have in Arizona, and you're going to notice that it's, again, this beautiful, large, full screen, edge to edge hero image of this property and this fantastic view. So each of the property details really do, we want you guys to show the best of the best. So it's going to be important to talk about high resolution images. And so that is coming up next. And this is a magic number here. So this is one you want to write down, or if you don't have the ability to do that, this information is also listed on that Coldwell Banker Global Luxury website FAQ, again, located in CB Exchange. So by default, the images that come into Global Luxury, and a lot of our Coldwell Banker sites are coming in from the MLS, of course. And so depending on your MLS, it may automatically reduce that file size of that image, which is probably going to result in an image that doesn't have that same quality that you really want to see displayed here. And of course, not that same high resolution images that you have in your files directly from your photographer. So images can be edited in Dash. So using this method is actually going to update both coldwellbanker.com and coldwellbankerluxury.com listing photos. If you're with NRT, the way that you're going to do that is just a little bit different. So those high resolution photos should be uploaded through the admin tool for Coldwell Banker Homes. That Coldwell Banker Homes admin will then feed again to coldwellbanker.com as well as Coldwell Banker Luxury. Now, the one thing that you're really going to have to remember here is that you're going to need to upload one more photo to your image library for this high resolution photo override to happen. So what does that mean? If you have 20 images that you have uploaded into the MLS, those 20 images are going to syndicate to all of those sites that we just talked about. So on the back end in Dash or in the CB Homes admin, again, if you're NRT, you're going to need to upload 21 or more. So you're going to need to upload one more image than the original number that you had uploaded into the MLS. That again will override that compressed or low resolution photo and really allow you to have the most high resolution, beautiful display of your listing photos there. And also too, if you're in certain markets, I know in LA, the MLS will put sometimes not the most pleasing watermark in the bottom corner of some of your photos. So that would be a good opportunity for you to wipe away those watermarks and again, really just have that high quality look and present your homes in the best way that they should be. If the listing doesn't meet that image requirements, as far as your image was shrunk down too small from the MLS, or even maybe your source photos, your original photos, perhaps you uploaded a lower resolution version, they may be stretched with some minimal blurring to really meet that requirement to get that to appear this way on the screen. And if the image truly is too small, it may be cropped and have a little background of the image to fit into the slideshow to make it present itself in the best way that it can. So the best way to get around that is to always go back in, take those images that you've paid good money for and you've spent a lot of creative integrity on that and get those uploaded into the system, because that truly is what is going to be representing your property on our Coldwell Banker assets and websites. So on the listing detail pages, I'm now scrolling down a little bit further, and you're going to see a series of thumbnails that you can scroll through, and those will rotate through on every single one of your property listings that are featured on Global Luxury. You're also going to see that description section, again, images, brochures. On that description, you're going to see a couple different thumbnail or icons there representing your beds, baths, and home square footage, and then of course that listing copy there. So this is really that key place for you to take those lifestyle search words and make sure that those are ingrained in your listing copy, and be very intentional with that so that the homes are filtering into the right sections. Further down, of course, you'll see your MLS. You're going to see some property types, amenities if they're there, and again, some of those tags. You're also going to see a map of where that property is located at the bottom. Again, when we click over on that images tab, you're going to see the image library. Again, when you click on those, they do reveal and are larger. And every listing page has, when you click on brochure, you're going to see, very similar to the new development section, a digital brochure and a digital flyer. So you can do a quick download, and it's going to just simply take you to a one sheet on your particular listing details. So you're going to notice it will pull in, of course, your bedrooms, the baths, square footage, the MLS ID number, when the property was built, that listing copy, one hero image. So it'll be your photo number one, And then a little bit about you as the agent, some of the things that you're interested in as far as what markets you are in, what languages you speak, and some of your social media contacts. That's just really a quick one sheet. And as we get in here, you can see a little bit more of that detail. And then, of course, there's going to be the digital brochure. The digital brochure, when you click on download, is actually a 4-page brochure, and it's going to be using images number 1, 2 on this page, and image number 3. So, of course, if you had more amenities listed in the bullet points, those would show here on this page, and it would fill out. And on the last page here, it's a little bit more about the agent, you guys, where it's going to show, again, that information that's pulling from your bio, your social media links, and then, of course, a link back to that property. So it's a great takeaway from the site. I also like that you can send this directly to somebody. Or let's just say there's somebody else looking in your neighborhood and they say, you know what, I know somebody that likes that property. Very simple for them to send that to them. All they would have to do is click that send button, type in the recipient's email address, put in, I love this Paradise Valley home. I thought you might be interested in seeing it. And it's going to automatically attach that PDF brochure. And then you click send. What happens to the recipient? Me, I sent it to myself. This is what I'm seeing. So I'm getting a nice promo of the listing agent. So as an agent, you definitely want to see that. I can click to visit my website as the agent's website. I'm also going to see the direct phone number and email address right in there for the listing agent. And then down there below, you're going to see that attachment of that brochure, that 4-page brochure. And again, if you were to click send, same concept, it would send to the recipient, and it's just going to attach that single page one sheet on your listing. Every agent's profile on the luxury site, so that can be found by clicking find a specialist, and you can do it through lots of different types of geography and do some sorting there. So what you're going to see here are links to your social media pages, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, in Sasha's case here. So you want to always make sure that your links are also working. So it might be a good idea for you to check out your own specialist page and make sure that all of those links are working. Make sure that your contact information is up to date and that it's the right cell phone number. Maybe you'd moved and your office number had changed. So good opportunity to do a little audit there. And I do also want to just say one thing about that. This only applies to agents who are luxury property specialists, meaning you have been grandfathered in from the previous program, or you have been recently certified as a Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Property Specialist. So if you are not certified, you're not a specialist, you're not going to find yourself on this site under that specialist search. Also on each agent's profile page, you're going to have the opportunity to upload a link to a profile video. Now, if you don't have a video, you don't have something custom in this instance like Sasha did, you're going to be able to just use the default video that's coming from the Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Sometimes it's the world's most expensive video. So it's a really great video there, not branded to any particular agent, but just really promoting the amazingness of the Coldwell Banker Global Luxury program. At the bottom of every agent's page, it will show you all of your global luxury price listings. And now that does vary by market. So if you have questions about that, you do need to speak with your office manager or your local or regional marketing staff if you are not sure how that works or what those thresholds are. If you don't have any listings, it will then just simply show you the total number of global luxury priced office listings, or in this instance that you can see, you're going to see both. And I can toggle between my listings as the agent, or I can click on office listings and it will show me those 20 luxury price listings. Again, a little further down there, you're going to see your contact information in your bio. So it's really important to have that bio to be complete and updated as much as possible. So again, please see your local marketing staff on how to do those updates. And really important that if you speak another language, that you're making sure that you're opting in and you're identifying that information. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in one of the upcoming sessions when we're connecting with other agents from around the world and as well as the country. So homepage, when you log into coldwellbankerluxury.com, you're always going to see that cycle of those most beautiful homes and images on that homepage. So we are always looking to feature the most exceptional properties there on that homepage. So I'm going to walk you through how you're going to do those submissions. Again, you're going to need to log into CB Exchange. And again, you can go to cbexchange.com, or if you're an NRT agent, you can log into the NRT gateway, click on that CB Exchange tile for access. And then simply type Global Luxury homepage. And that is going to, again, take you back to that Coldwell Banker Luxury website FAQ. And as you scroll down the page, you're going to see a section here that says, how can I submit my listing for display on the homepage? So to submit your listing, include high resolution photos, click here, and it's going to take you to some documentation that will explain what is required for being featured on that homepage. One of my favorite parts about this entire new platform and this new launch with Global Luxury really truly is the Proxio connect and showcase components about this. It really is going to give you a global access to connect with agents, connect with global inventory, to be able to promote your own listings, to promote global inventory. And so Proxio is really the underlying platform underneath Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. The whole program, the whole platform has been co-developed with Proxio. And again, so Connect that we're going to go through is going to be all about the agent, real-time access to listings, agent profiles, contact information, and really a great way to generate referral opportunities. And of course, Showcase is really an enhanced platform to help you showcase and market your properties to your own areas, to other local agents, or to agents beyond just the Coldwell Banker network. So Proxio Connect, what is it? It's simply a global agent networking program. There are over 750,000 agents from over 120 countries. Now, again, that includes the entire Proxio network. This is beyond and expanded past just the 88,000 agents that we have in our Coldwell Banker network. And you're also going to see inventory for more than 3 million properties from 95 countries. So there really, truly is a lot of global opportunity here. Many real estate associations, brokerages, and MLSs actually participate with, with Proxio. And again, you're going to find a really robust search engine to find any agent. I know this is Coldwell Banker Global Luxury, but you're going to be able to find any agent that does participate with Proxio outside of the Global Luxury network as well. And of course, we talked about earlier, that instant and accurate listing translations, as well as currency and measurement conversions. So what really is Connect? It's kind of like a LinkedIn for real estate. It's a really powerful program. So how do we access it? So the first thing you need to do, again, log into CB Exchange. So not to keep drilling down on this, but accessing this program is going to be the first and the most powerful thing for you. So again, you're going to want to log into CB Exchange from the Springboard. You're going to want to log into cbexchange.com, or you're going to want to log into the CB Exchange via the NRT gateway. And then once you're there, in that top right-hand corner, you're going to see 4 little circles, and that's the Springboard. When you click on that and you drop down, you're going to see Global Luxury, Showcase, and Connect. Now, it looks a whole lot like that other one in the top left corner of that same section. It says Threshold Lookup. You want to make sure that you're clicking on the one that says Showcase and Connect. Once you're at that step, there's no extra login. You're going to be directly taken into the Proxio platform, and you're going to be prompted to go through a couple steps just the very first time. So if you've accessed the system before, you're not going to see these screens. But the very first time that you go in, you're going to be walked through six simple screens that make it easy for you to really get started enjoying the whole platform. During the setup process, you're going to be asked some questions to complete your profile. I just want to let you guys know that right now, this information actually comes directly from Realogy. So you don't need to go in and make any of those edits at this point yet. Just go ahead and skip past this because your information has already been ported in. If you need to make any edits to your profile, make sure that, again, you're talking to your local manager, because Coldwell Banker, some of the affiliates and franchise groups and NRT use different tools to make those updates. So getting started, what I really like about this is that you're going to be prompted in a lot of different sections. When we get in here and under Getting Started, it's going to say the navigation bar is used to navigate from page to page. The marketing kit is used to communicate to your Proxio network. And of course, there's a lot of great help tools in here as well. But first, what you want to do, kind of like LinkedIn, like I had said, you want to invite agents that you want to connect with. So search for agents by country, city, language, specialty, designation, and send them an invitation. So again, if you're looking for, let's say, and you're in California, and you're looking for an agent in Miami who speaks Spanish, you want to make sure that, let's say you speak Spanish and you're in Del Mar, and you don't say that, you don't identify that in your profile anywhere, how is someone else going to be able to find you by that search parameter? So really important that you're putting into the system what other people are going to get out of that. Again, so you can find those potential partners again by specialty, language, location, and this is how you're going to do it. And then you simply just invite them to the network. So click that invite to network button. They're going to be sent a request. And then when they accept that, you will now be in their network. So again, you're going to see your profile here. And like I said earlier, your profile is filled information from Dash or Coldwell Banker Homes admin. And it's going to be really important that you're going into those systems to make those updates and add in those designation skills, languages, and again, to add that personal video so that you can begin to connect with agents from all over the world within Proxio Connect. You can also search for listings in this section from around the world. So if somebody wanted to say, what's going on in Italy as far as inventory or properties, this is where you're going to be able to go and get that direct connect. Again, when you're sharing information from in this system, it's actually going to be branded to you. So it's not like you're sending, let's just say, a Zillow link on a property that's out of your market, or perhaps a link to another listing in another brokerage in another part of the world that may be branded with that broker or agent's contact information. And again, it's very easy to share those listings within Connect. Pretty much find that listing. Again, it doesn't have to be yours. And you can send that as a message, or you can even generate a social media link and share that with somebody. And let's say one of those languages or currency conversions, you can go ahead and do that pre-translation. And that way, when it arrives to this to the recipient, it's already going to have that translation there. And of course, you can even include a flyer in that email as well. The help section always is available for great help, of course. Pre-recorded WebExes, it breaks down some of the different components of the Proxio system. So you can drill down a little bit about how to use the marketing kit, how to search for properties. So it's really a great place for you to leverage and educate yourself on demand pretty much anytime that you would like. The best practices for Proxio Connect agents is to, again, build a network, reach out to other Coldwell Banker agents or any other agents that you think are relevant to you based on some of those things we talked about. Again, language, specialty, proximity to a market that you're looking into, making sure that you're messaging your network frequently. So talk about things, position yourself as the market expert in the areas that you serve locally, so that when people are looking at your profile, they're not just seeing dead space. They're actually seeing that you're really engaged with your community, you're engaged with your market, and really, again, positioning yourself as that market expert. So, make sure that you're asking your network followers to follow your listings on Showcase. And again, just continue to nurture and network with those, build relevant relationships, and put out some meaningful content in there, and really, truly use this as a global tool in your listing presentations, that you have the ability to connect with all of these agents around the world to help market your property. Because a lot of these little smaller brokerages and boutiques don't necessarily have access to tools like these or our own internal global network. So use that in your listing presentations for sure. Proxio Showcase, I think is absolutely, this is again, my personal opinion. I love this section because it truly creates a space for you to develop some, with a click of a button, marketing material that you can use. So there's a beautiful single property website. They're automatically generated for each one of your listings. So I know some agents are spending, $30, $40, $50, upwards to $100 for single property websites. I'm going to show you how you can actually generate those for yourself with a click of a button. And it's going to take on all of those assets and properties. So when you're doing those high resolution upgrades, when you're adding extra, floor plans or brochures or tours, it's going to connect all that stuff through the centralized platform. And again, it's a great way to market your listings on this international platform. So we just went through you looking for properties. Well, on the other side of the coin, you're going to have agents who are looking for yours as well. and it's going to expose your properties to really a whole new pool of buyers. So maybe you don't have any listings and you want to, still show that you're engaged with or that you're working with a global company. You have the opportunity to showcase some of those properties there. You can follow them. You can follow some developments. I'm going to show you what follow means and how you can leverage that in your marketing. And again, your websites, your single property websites, just like your Coldwell Banker luxury property detail page, are automatically going to generate that same flyer and brochure for each property, and it's always branded with your contact information. So how do we get there? When you click on Showcase, this dashboard is your home base. And so you can always click on Home to go back at any point in time, but here's where you're going to go in here to manage your listings, market other listings, and view some of the leads, and also look at some analytics on your listings and the traffic that's coming to your listings and to your site. So every single agent who is luxury certified is also going to have what's called a Showcase portfolio website. And all this really is, and if you look at that screenshot, it's going to have your contact information. It's going to show any of your listings. And now this can actually be listings that you're following. If you want to have a collection of international properties, you can follow those. They will appear here. And they will be commingled with your own active listings in your local market. And it's very easy for you to arrange which ones you want to appear where simply by dragging and dropping them. It's also going to include an About You, so it will include your professional information. And like I said, it will display all of those listings and the ones that you're following and connect you to all of your different social media channels. So how do you get to that Showcase page? This isn't an agent website, but this is more of a Showcase portfolio site. When you are on that back page here where it says underneath the Global Luxury logo, you're going to see Share this public profile with your clients. Again, just highlighting that a little bit here. Click on that link, save it, and send. So how do you follow other properties? How do you add those in there? So simply click on Property Search, filter in your search information, and you're going to see a little yellow button on each one of those listings that come up under that criteria, and simply click Follow. So when you click Follow that property, it's now going to appear on that Showcase page. And if you want to remove it, you can just simply click Unfollow to remove it from that particular page. So make sure that you're filling up that portfolio page with a really nice, beautiful collection of those listings, again, locally in your market or from around the world to really position yourself as that global luxury specialist. So when you go into viewing the property details, every single property has a complete website and several information tabs like I had talked about. And all you need to do is click on that orange button, and it's going to take you to that sales kit is actually going to take you to a few different options here. So when you're on Sales Kit and you click that orange button, you're going to be able to post to social media, send a brochure, email it. And again, very simple. So if you want to share this to Facebook or you want to send it out in a tweet, all you need to do is click on that property. And when you're on that property detail page, you're going to see those social media options right there front center and very prominent. And so here's a sample of one that we have taken the link. We've shared this on Facebook, and I can post it to my personal page. Or let's say I have a business page. I can also post it right there. So again, I can share it on my own timeline. I can share it on my business page. And once you've made that post, you have made it very easy to boost or do some targeted marketing and ways you can enhance your domestic digital and social advertising of your listings using some data from CBX, which of course is exclusive to Coldwell Banker. And I'm not going to be training on CBX here, but there are some web access and a lot of great information on CB Exchange about CBX of how to take this information, leverage it, post it, boost it, and truly get that get in front of the right buyers and buyers. So when I talked about the single property websites, this is a sample of what they look like. And I'm going to go through a couple different screens because obviously it wouldn't fit on one. So you're going to notice that same large hero image. You're going to notice there's the translation conversion in that top right-hand corner. You're going to see that there's some thumbnails that people can scroll through. They can a recipient or somebody who's visiting your website can also request a viewing. As you scroll down, you're going to see a lot of those similar properties as we saw on the Global Luxury site and on the brochures, where you're going to see the thumbnail of bedrooms, baths, square footage, reference, the MLS number, most cases, year built, Again, images, brochures, all of those things are going to be here and automatically updating anytime you make those updates and enhancements to your site. Of course, there is a contact page here. And as soon as somebody fills that out, they're going to, you as the agent are going to receive that notification via lead router, and you're also going to get an email notification. Another thing to mention is that these single property sites and landing pages and marketing pages are also mobile responsive. So any device that you're on, it looks great. So what I did here earlier is I broke down what another one of these listings looks like on my mobile phone. So slide one is going to be, that photo, and I can slide through. I can also click to dial the listing agent. As I scroll down, I'm going to see those tabs for description, images, videos, floor plans, brochures, of course. And then you're going to see that property description. Of course, it will end with contact the listing agent. And again, you're going to get that immediate listing notification. So similar to how we did this on the Coldwell Banker Luxury.com site, but on the back end, you can also go into the sales kit tab and you can send properties or brochures. You can do up to 4 different properties per email and say, hey, John or Carmen or Cameron, check out these listings, these 4 listings that have just come up in Miami. And you can attach those brochures. And again, it just packages it in a nice way. You might be more comfortable doing this through your local MLS or another method. But again, it does put together a really nice e-blast. As you can see over here on the left-hand side, hand selected just for you. I thought you might be interested in these listings. And when someone were to click on one of those details, it's going to take them back to essentially one of those single property website pages branded with your information, regardless if it's your listing or not. It will give that credit back to the listing brokerage. But again, if somebody does have information about that particular property, they can click on the link in the form, fill it out. Again, listing brochures automatically generated for you, so you don't even have to do anything, but those are included even on those property pages of listings that aren't yours. So it's another way for someone to have a downloadable flyer, take something away from a website or a social media ad that perhaps someone has engaged with and tracked up. I really like about the site is there's not another platform that I am aware of as far as the brokerage level where we can see how many brochures were downloaded on a particular listing detail. So in this instance, this is showing brochures downloaded for all of this particular agent's listings, but you can drill down and actually go to the specific property and see what kind of activity has happened, where the traffic is coming from that particular property, where were people downloading the brochure from, what countries they were. The data gets pretty specific, and I'm going to show you a couple samples of what that looks like in a couple slides as well. But leads, let's talk about this. So whenever a lead is generated from the promotion of one of your listings or a listing, a couple things are going to happen. One, like I said, you're going to receive that instant email notification, and this is from the Global Luxury and the Proxio platform. A notification with your contact info is also going to be sent to a listing agent if you are not, again, the listing agent. Now, they're not going to receive any other contact information other than your name and the property. So if you are promoting or someone has stumbled upon one of the suggested listings of someone else has listed the property, they're going to get a notification that a lead has been generated and sent to you. So we'll give them your name and their and that property information. And what's great about that is that hopefully they're going to follow up with you. And on the same flip side, if somebody were to be marketing one of your listings or promoting it and they have a question, or you have a question or they have a question, you guys can connect with each other. So I think that's a powerful section there. And then of course the leads are going to be added to the tab in your showcase dashboard, as well as pushing it through into Lead Router on your own listings. So we really talked about this. If you receive that listing through your efforts, you're going to get that lead. Again, if it's another agent's lead that's been generated, you're going to receive a notification about that so that you can reach out to them. Again, just to reiterate, you're not going to receive the contact information for their lead, just their name and that property information. So collaboration is really key with this. You need to engage your followers. The secret sauce of Proxio truly is the showcase. The greater numbers of agents that you're following, the properties that you're following, you're going to be able to track those property views, again, reach. So when you're doing Facebook advertising and boosting or just sharing on all your social media channels, all of that is going to just drive up engagement and put that in front of more buyers and hopefully leading to higher sales prices, of course. So you can also reach out to your agent network and make sure that you're, again, inviting them to follow your listings on Proxio Showcase. So I'm a data guy. I love this section because I can look at on my particular dashboard, as an agent, I can see how many people are following me, how many leads have been generated, how many people filled out that contact form, how many shares of my listing have been generated really around the world, how many brochures have been downloaded, how many property views in total have there been. And you'll notice on that large screen on the left, you're going to see, well, where did they come from? So you're going to see that 66% in this particular scenario came from the US, 13% from Canada, India, Brazil, Mexico, and it really drills down. And when we get over here, we can, again, do this per listing. So we can see, well, how many people on this particular listing, what channel did they come in by? Was it from an external agent site? So that would be, let's say, another agent promoting one of your listings. It could be through your social media efforts. It could also be more specifically like with Facebook, if it's a large number, Proxio partner sites, the corporate site, leads by channel. So what channel was generating the most leads? So are we noticing that almost 30% of the leads were coming off of external agent sites? Languages of buyers, traffic source. So this is where you're going to see that breakdown of, wow, look at that, Facebook with 31%, breaking it down with another Proxio site, Google. If you had a single property website, so if you had a property that was 555mainstreet.com, you're going to see 555mainstreet.com as the traffic source, and it will start tabulating that percentage of traffic that has been generated and coming into the site. And then, of course, more information on lead source. Was it from the brochures tab? Was it from a viewing request? So lots of great data so that you can be informed with how you want to make those decisions with your marketing dollars going forward. And it's also, I think, great insight to show your clients if you are doing some really proactive online marketing in these nice screens and sections right here. So I talked a lot about other people can market their listings and you can market their listings. Again, really no different than if you have an IDX listing or a website right now. It's mostly going to be branded under your contact information with usually listings from your MLS. So you might say, well, I don't want people to be doing that, or perhaps somebody is taking advantage of that. You can actually turn that option off and make it so that somebody has to send you a request to be able to market that property. Now, they can still follow it, but they're not going to be able to do any of those marketing functions like we were talking about. So there is a way around that. However, there's probably some added benefits to letting people, promote your properties from around the world, because you can't provision that at a local level or internationally. It's kind of all or nothing. The best practices for showcase agents: grow your inventory, get referrals, follow properties from your market and beyond. Make sure that you're sharing your website and your listings on Facebook and all the other social media channels. I also say, make sure that you're doing some targeted ad buys. Again, using that wonderful CBX data that we have. Use the email marketing system. It's a great, clean, simple way to send something to your clients. And again, contact the agents who are generating leads on your properties. See if you can help them. Any questions that they may have. Maybe you have another property that's coming on the market that fits that same sort of parameter. So engage with them there, and again, expand your network. Most importantly, follow up on your leads immediately when you can. Generally within 15 minutes. I don't want to say it's ideal, it's critical. Even between 5 and 10 minutes, if you're not responding to somebody, you're going to definitely lose that engagement, and your percentage for lead conversion drops significantly after that point. Why do we want to use Showcase and Connect? Again, leveraging this powerful network that you can tap into, really stand out and differentiate yourself on listing presentations. Again, gives you the opportunity that you wouldn't have had before to expand the inventory that you can promote to your clients, expand your marketing reach, into new markets. Again, and really promote and position yourself as a luxury professional to referring agents in other markets. So if you're in San Diego, kill it with posting information about San Diego, market staff, information. So when these other agents are looking for an agent to, find a referral agent that they are going to trust their business with. They want to see you as the professional. They want to see you as a specialist. So you do have an opportunity in a platform to be more visible. At the end of the day, we want to make more commissions and generate more referral fees because that's a commission. So the more that you're using these tools, engaging the tools, the more results you're going to see. It's a very easy and intuitive platform to use. So I highly recommend just if you can block out an hour of your time, click on the buttons. You can't break anything. Truly poke around, explore the system, connect with some agents, and really take an opportunity to step back, look at your profiles, do a quick audit, and make sure that the way that you're presenting yourself to this global network is the best that it can be. So at this point, I am going to open this up to questions. If you can use the chat feature, we will take them from there. And I hope this was valuable information for you. You've got a lot of questions, so let me get these going. All right. Can we get a list of the keywords for each category? Yes. So remember, those are on Coldwell Banker Exchange, so cbexchange.com, and you're simply going to just do a search for Coldwell Banker website FAQs, and all of those are listed. All those keywords for each category are displayed there. Another question that we have here, can we get intracoastal added? It's necessary for Southeast Florida. Nicole, I will pass that information on to the brand development team for you for sure. Let me just write that down real quick. How do we log on to Coldwell Banker Luxury to send brochures? So there's a couple different ways to do that. One, you can find your listing on the actual property detail page of coldwellbankerluxury.com. Find your own listing, and then you're going to see both that one sheet and the brochure version, the multi-page brochure version, and you can click send. Otherwise, you would need to go into the Proxio Showcase platform, find your listings under your listings, and then you can also send from there as well. I'm recently certified as Global Luxury. How do I get, if you're not on the site? If you are not on the site and you are certified, you should open a help desk ticket or speak with your regional marketing person, depending on which company you work for. And we can look into it from there. If you have a Proxio website through another organization, that is a completely separate and standalone. It really would benefit you if you are luxury certified, because your listings are automatically ported directly into here. It's not an extra fee. You don't have to wait. It is part of one of the benefits of being a global luxury specialist. So I would say if you are doing that or you're paying for that, in addition, really you want to just leverage what you've got going on here. Is Proxio Connect only available if you're certified? Yes, you must be certified in order to have access to Proxio Showcase and Connect. What is the cost for a developer to feature a property on Proxio? So that part, if you're trying to feature it on the Coldwell Banker Luxury, I will have to get back to you on that question as well. Can the Facebook post display as coldwellbankerluxury.com as opposed to Proxio Showcase? Yes, actually, when you go into sharing from your own internal sales kit under Proxio, and you do click on that Facebook link, it is actually branded and starts with coldwellbankerluxury.com as opposed to the Proxio branding. So yes, it does do that. And of course, I really wouldn't necessarily recommend sharing from the consumer-facing site. You definitely want to make sure that you're sharing that from the sales kit section. And yes, it would be branded with Coldwell Banker Luxury. The WebEx is not going to be in another format. It is being recorded, and the brand may decide that they will post this one. I know that we have other ones that have been recorded. They'll just need to review it before they make that decision. But there will be another WebEx coming up next month in February. And so if you're interested in attending that again, or if you didn't feel like you got enough information on that, please, again, check out CB Exchange and Coldwell Banker Global Luxury for that upcoming date. Okay. If you're showcase listing, if you are showcasing another agent's listing, and someone reaches out to you for more information through the web page, who gets the lead information? So two separate things here. If someone goes to coldwellbankerluxury.com, finds a property, it's of course going to go to the listing agent. Now, if you as an agent have shared, let's say, my listing, it is going to be branded with your information and contact information. So that lead will go to the person who was sharing or generating that activity. However, the listing agent will get, again, like I had said, the agent's name and the property address that basically letting them know, hey, a lead has been generated on this particular listing. Do you have to pay for the property websites? No, you do not have to pay for them. However, if you wanted to brand that behind like a custom URL, so let's say you have 555mainstreet.com and your global luxury listing URL is going to be something really long and obnoxious like coldwellbankerluxury.com/URL/Proxio/Bragdon//. You're going to want to redirect that, behind that domain name so that it makes it much easier for consumer to get to your page. So if you're going to a company like GoDaddy or other, you would just pay whatever that domain fee is in order to do that. Listing videos to the global luxury website, that does vary between franchise and affiliate and NRT. So you want to make sure that you're talking to your local marketing staff. And it's actually a great question because when you do upload that video content and you do it the right way, if you've got a really beautiful listing video, it will actually play and autoplay in that very first slide on your property detail page. Thank you, Pam, for your feedback. If you have any questions about Dash, you do need to see your office marketing staff about that, how that works, and how that would apply to you. If you are an NRT agent, don't worry about Dash. Again, the presentation is not available in the PDF or a PowerPoint format. It has been recorded, as have some other versions of this presentation with literally the same information. And I know the brand is reviewing those for posting and making them available. There is not a section for lake property categories. It just simply falls under waterfront. How do we get certified? So make sure that you are, again, logging into CB Exchange and simply type in Global Luxury Certification. There are some upcoming courses throughout the year. I believe the next one is in LA. I'm pretty sure it's close to sold out, but there is another one right after that, I believe, in Hawaii. All of those dates and registration links are on there. So again, you want to just simply go into CB Exchange and I believe just type Global Luxury Certification or Training, and you'll definitely get to that. Proxio, yes, is only available if you are luxury certified. If you have the listings, you have taken the class, but you haven't met the sales requirements, then you still wouldn't be considered certified. So your properties will still appear on the website, and it will be branded with your name and contact information. You just simply won't have the expanded profile or access to global the Proxio Connect and Showcase backend. Your profiles, they don't really fall between the premium, gold, and standard. It's definitely standard, but there's actually a custom build for this where, again, all of your information automatically syncs to your site, which is not part of the standard Proxio platform. So it is a custom built solution with Coldwell Banker and Proxio. So I'm not sure if that answers your question the best way, but there's really not necessarily a need to upgrade to any of the other platforms at this time. So again, accessing Proxio, yes. So when you log on to CB Exchange, in that top right-hand corner, you're going to see a circle with 4 little tiny circles in it. That's what's called the springboard. When you click on that, it will drop down. You may need to scroll down a little bit, depending on how many icons you have there, and click on that global luxury icon that says Showcase and Connect underneath. Right now, for listings, the question is about co-listings, and can both agents be listed, or do we enter both separately? I don't necessarily know about entering them separately because that's going to start at your MLS level, and most of them have rules around duplicate listings. So you're going to, it would just show listing agent number 1 in that position. Updating your profile, again, make sure that you're reaching out to your local marketing staff because different companies have different ways of doing that automatic update. If you're with NRT, you can actually make that update by calling the help desk, but coming soon that will actually automatically be feeding from Coldwell Banker Homes admin. Grandfathered status only applies to people who were, before on the old preview site and retained that luxury certification. So grandfathering really has to do with, were you in the program before, and not necessarily your transactions in prior years. So if you had the transactions there before and you were certified, then you would have been grandfathered in. But that cutoff date was earlier last year. All right. Are there any other questions? I just want to, again, reiterate that there isn't going to be a PDF or a PowerPoint of the presentation, but we've got about 4 more minutes. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask away. Otherwise, I will be back here next month. All right. Thank you, everybody, for attending and your time. I appreciate it. Again, spend some time with it. And if you have any questions about how to access, please reach out to your local marketing staff or the help desk. And there also is a help email on the Coldwell Banker FAQ page on CB Exchange. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.